What we do here is go back.
Hey, John Farrell here. We're on the road this morning, headed up to Seattle for a virtual reality conference. Should be pretty fun. Got lots of miles to go though. Immersive Technology Conference.
Immersive Technology Conference.
Yeah. Followed the GPS, and now we're going to be late.
Way late. But we got to see downtown Seattle. Turning right to get back to So we're here at the Immerse Summit and seen some really cool stuff so far. Some pretty good talks. A lot of talk about the Vive versus the Rift.
Yeah,
the Vive is definitely more talked about. They're here in Seattle. HTC is here. Oculus is in San Francisco, and you can get kind of the feeling that Seattle kind of doesn't like San Francisco. They're kind of like
I do get a little of that vibe.
Little vibe from that. But a lot of talking about content. Content can make or break the VR movement. So I thought it was interesting. Heard a lot about, in fact, what was it this morning? They were basically saying like, don't kill the VR movement by creating bad content.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that was an interesting take on content creation. Gonna go see some other few things and then we'll give a final report later. But we wanted to kind of review our time at the Immerse Summit up in Seattle. One of the keynote speakers was from Ford. The Ford Motor Company has been using VR for, what did she say, 25 years? Something
Yeah, like 25 years.
They're just using it. They've been using it forever. And how now
All in-house.
Yep. They're using all their own custom equipment, custom renderer. Ford has been using this for 25 years, not because it's cool and not because it's a nice thing to have or they get to see pretty simulations of their cars, but because it actually gives them a serious ROI for what they're doing. You know, we have a lot of clients that call us that could be big companies, big manufacturing companies, whether it's retail, restaurants, other things like that want to do VR. And in almost every circumstance, they don't know a whole lot about VR, but they think, hey, what can we use this for? But when they look at what it is and what they're trying to do with it, they don't see an ROI for it. They don't see how it's going to help their bottom line. Where Ford is using it specifically because it helps their bottom line.
No car goes into manufacturing without going through a VR review first.
Yeah. So you can't even, they won't even start manufacturing until they've done a full VR review. But they're using a real-time ray tracer to give them photorealistic, high resolution. Did you say it was 4K?
Yeah.
They said all 4K.
Yeah, full realistic ray tracing in 4K in a headset.
Yeah.
All proprietary.
Yeah. In fact, they'll pull in, they don't use a decimated model. They don't use something where they've taken it through a decimation system or run it through an algorithm. They actually take the engineering files, the millions of polygons, and they put it in there so it's perfectly smooth. You can look at all the lines.
Every nut, every bolt is in there.
Every nut, every bolt.
I think the biggest takeaway for me from that talk was just that what's really giving them the ROI is not being able to just see the VR files, see the car in VR. It's that they can actually collaborate over that design. So they can have someone in Hong Kong looking at the car while they have someone, here in the US looking at the car. They can connect all these users at once and be looking at the car, making design decisions, and collaborating in real time inside of a headset.